Welcome back, seekers of wisdom, to the infinite debate. Tonight, the air smells of parchment and pine smoke. Two philosophers from different worlds. One, barefoot in the Athenian marketplace, a question on his lips for every passerby. The other, alone in the Alps, pen in hand, determined to topple every idol of truth. They meet here, in a room that exists only for conversation and for conflict. The question, is there such a thing as absolute truth? Or should we question forever? Gentlemen, welcome. To warm things up, what's the last thing you wrote down that made you stop in your tracks?
A question. Am I wiser than the man selling figs in the market? I suspect the answer was no. But the asking, that's the point.
A statement. God is dead, and perhaps so is my appetite for polite conversation.
That's going to make dinner awkward. Let's set the stage. Socrates, you lived by questions. Nietzsche, you lived by challenges to every certainty. Tonight, you'll decide if truth is an eternal lighthouse, or just a mirage we keep chasing.
And perhaps, in chasing it, we still become better navigators, even if the lighthouse is only a lantern held by another wanderer.
Or perhaps in chasing it, we simply exhaust ourselves in circles. Better to set fire to the false lighthouse and build our own torch.
I see we're already mixing metaphors and fire hazards. Let's begin.
Truth exists, whether we perceive it fully or not. My method, the relentless, is simple. Ask, test, strip away contradiction until only what survives remains. That is truth.
And I say, truth is just a name we give to illusions we've forgotten are illusions. Pull at the thread and it unravels into nothing but perspectives.
If all is perspective, then how do you decide how to live?
I create my own values. If the cosmos offers no instruction, I will be my own lawgiver.
Dangerous. A ship without a compass may enjoy the view, but will wreck on the rocks.
And a ship with a compass chained to an outdated map, that's how civilizations sink slowly, while congratulating themselves on their direction.
Yet even the outdated map contains something of the terrain. A child born with no map at all may never leave the shore.
And a child told never to question the map will never discover there's a mountain beyond it worth climbing.
Already we have a compass, a ship, and a mountain. Listeners, keep up. Socrates, you made enemies in Athens by questioning leaders, poets, craftsmen. Why not let people keep their comfortable beliefs?
Because comfort is the enemy of growth. A mind without examination is like an athlete who never trains. It weakens.
Yet endless questioning is a hall of mirrors. Sooner or later, a man must choose a door and step through.
If he steps through without knowing where it leads, he is not brave, only blind.
Blind, perhaps, but he lives. Knowledge without the courage to act is a library full of books no one dares open.
And action without understanding is fire without control. Useful, but equally likely to burn the city down.
Then let it burn, if what stands is false. From the ashes, something truer can be built.
Or nothing at all. Fire doesn't promise rebirth, only destruction.
And yet, destruction is often the midwife of creation.
If truth is just interpretation, then words like justice and good mean whatever power says they mean. That is not a society. It is a tyranny dressed in fine robes.
Justice is the invention of the powerful, Socrates. Look at history. The victors write morality in their image. The vanquished call it oppression. Both call it truth.
Then why do people across time agree on certain principles? Do not murder. Do not steal.
Because such rules kept their tribes alive. Evolution, not revelation.
Perhaps. But the fact that we can even discuss justice means it has a form. Maybe not perfectly seen, but real nonetheless.
Forms are cages, and I am not a zookeeper.
Without some form, chaos devours order.
Without breaking form, order devours life.
So you see life as constant rebellion?
Not rebellion for its own sake, rebellion for the sake of vitality. A lion does not ask permission to roar.
And yet even the lion knows not to roar at the wrong moment, when the hunters are near.
Nietzsche, creating one's own values sounds liberating. But what if those values harm others?
then others must resist, transform, or perish. Life is will to power, growth through struggle.
Unchecked power corrupts. The questioning mind is a shield against tyranny.
And the endlessly questioning mind is a shield against living at all.
You mistake caution for cowardice.
You mistake rebellion for recklessness.
I mistake nothing. I examine.
And while you examine, the world moves without you.
Better to arrive late and correct than early and wrong.
You both paid dearly for your philosophies. Socrates with poison, Nietzsche with the collapse of his mind. Why keep going?
Because to live without examination is to live asleep. My death did not end my questions. It gave them weight.
Because the alternative is silence, and silence is complicity in humanity's great slumber. My words were hammers. They were idols that needed breaking.
But even a hammer needs a plan, or it smashes the wrong wall.
And even a plan is useless if no one dares to swing the hammer.
Then perhaps we agree that philosophy without courage is barren, and courage without philosophy is blind. Without truth, life has no anchor.
Without destroying false truths, life has no wind.
If all truths are illusions, why fight for any?
Because some illusions are worth living and dying for.
Then perhaps we agree on one thing, the value of conviction.
Only if conviction is earned, not inherited.
And who decides when it is earned?
The one who lives it fully, without apology.
Life unexamined is not worth living.
And life without self-made meaning is merely existing.
So you create meaning. I pursue truth.
And both paths require courage.
And both are feared by those who cling to certainty.
Then perhaps our enemies are the same, just met on different battlefields.
Quick, one-line answers. Greatest danger to humanity?
Ignorance disguised as wisdom.
Moral conformity.
Best teacher?
Admitting you don't know.
Suffering.
Wine or water?
Water, to keep the mind clear.
Wine, to set it free.
Truth may be distant, but every honest step toward it shapes the soul.
And every illusion shattered makes life more vivid.
Absolute truth or eternal questioning? Maybe the only truth is that the debate never ends. Tell us, where do you stand? Drop your verdict below, subscribe, and join us next time. And until then, keep questioning infinitely.